Hi guys, so I'm here with Johnny, one of the head coaches at SF Online, a company that we've been working with for a number of years now. And these guys are getting some fantastic results in the transformation, coaching, wellness, lifestyle environment.
Yep.
Johnny, tell us a little bit about SF Online, what it is and what you do.
Well, predominantly we focus on helping people transform, first of all, the physiques, but then also the lifestyles and the performance. Not so much performance from like a sporting perspective, but just in overall life. We want people to be feeling like they're more energetic, more productive, they're getting more out of themselves at work, they're getting more out of themselves as a dad and as a family man, and trying to use the fitness and health and the physique focused training and process to have this like all-encompassing overall change, so like a body and lifestyle transformation, I suppose, if I had to put it in a nutshell.
Nice. And how long have you been going SF Online now?
So as coaches, we've all been kind of doing our thing for years. I'm like 6 years, maybe 7 years. Zach's been in the game for 15 years. Kenny's probably 5 years as well. And we were all kind of working separately. But then the end of not last year, the year before, we kind of sat down and said, look, like, why don't we pool our resources together, our knowledge, let's all start working together as a team, because we've all got slightly different strengths and weaknesses, like everybody has.
Yeah.
And by working together as a team, we can pull all our strengths together and we can deliver a more, a better service essentially, and cater to more people's needs. So Zach's got a lot of experience in strength training and real long history of high quality coaching. Kenny's got his more physique and bodybuilding style. I would say I've got strengths in the physique and bodybuilding style, but then also lifestyle as well. So we all kind of bounce off each other, and essentially when somebody comes on as a client, they don't get access to one coach, they get access to a team of coaches. So it's really good. If I run into any questions or issues that I have with clients, I can always just go to Zach or go to Kenny, and it's really helpful that way.
Yeah, and I've been through the process and I found it super valuable, and the accountability, the knowledge, the information, and you just make it really difficult to waver and go wrong.
Yeah.
Which is obviously down to you guys and your knowledge. And it massively helped me. So speaking from obviously personal experience, it was a great learning curve, and a super professional and all-encompassing sort of process.
Yeah.
I guess demographic of patients. You spoke about dads, didn't you? Do you work with any females as well? Is it?
Yeah, we work with some females.
Yeah.
We seem to predominantly attract males.
Yeah.
Late 20s through till like early 40s.
Right.
And I think it boils down to where they're at in that moment in time. A lot of the guys that we work with, they're in one of a couple, well, they're in a lot of different positions, but predominantly they've either been in good shape in the past, they've known how to train and to create a good physique, but their lifestyle's changed. They might be working in a more demanding job now, more pressures, they've got kids on board, and because of that circumstance change, they don't know how to get into good shape and improve the physique in the way that they used to do it. Because when they used to do it, there was an abundance of time, there was a bit more free.
Yeah, different pressures.
Or we have guys who, they've got a lot of the pieces of the puzzle in place, they're in a good routine, but they are lacking knowledge and then lacking the ability to actually get things just right, to propel themselves and to get better and faster results.
Right.
Yeah, so that's predominantly who we work with.
But I guess you do work with clients outside of that demographic.
Oh, of
so if
course,
anybody does
yeah.
want to reach out,
100%.
you would always obviously speak to somebody and see if there's anything that you could do.
Yeah. We take a completely tailored approach to every client. So essentially what happens is somebody will come to us, they'll talk us through the things that they're struggling with, the sticking points, and then they'll tell us where they want to be. First of all, we'll tell them whether we can actually fill that gap and get them the results that they're looking for.
Yeah.
Because you can't help anybody. All that person's goals might be unrealistic.
Yeah.
And then we essentially just map out everything they need to do. I always put emphasis on need because, we try and streamline the process and make it as simple as possible to get from where they are to where they want to be. And it's, for everybody, it's different.
Yeah.
And that's what we do. It's like tailoring a suit, essentially.
Nice. So if you were to come on board, obviously, as an SF Online client, is it a case of you get sort of food plans? Do you get training plans as well alongside that?
Yeah.
Is it like sort of check-ins on a regular basis? Is that how it would look?
Yeah. So I mean, if we was to kind of boil it down to 5 key principles, it would be plans. So that's basically anything and everything that you need to take into consideration or do to get the results that you're looking for. It's literally laid out there, black and white. We also put a lot of emphasis on education because for us, what we need to be 100% confident about is when somebody leaves our program, because let's be honest, clients aren't going to be with us forever. We need to know that they can stand on their own 2 feet. They've understood the process of how they got to where they are, and how they can sustain that and continue to make progress in the future. So we're big on education as well. We also provide accountability. So weekly, we check in, because essentially, no matter what somebody's goal is, action will be required to hit that goal. We're going to hold our clients accountable to them actions. Support, we provide them with support. So essentially, our clients, they can't get stuck. So, if they run into issues, if there's a circumstance change, if there's a problem, if there's an injury, this is where you guys come in. We're there on hand, we can support them. And then we bring everybody who comes into our program into our community as well. So we're big on making sure that everybody feels like they're part of a team of like-minded people all pushing in the same direction. Everyone's got slightly different goals and endpoints and stuff like that, but essentially everybody's there to be better. And we want to make people feel like they're part of something more than just like a one-to-one coaching process. So that's kind of a bit of an overview of how we do it, what we do.
And the results speak for themselves, don't they, ultimately, with the content that you share and the transformations that you get. And ultimately this is about lifestyle and health as well, isn't it? A recent one that you shared, obviously, a client of yours shedded a huge amount of weight, but what really sort of hit home with me was he reversed his diabetes. His sleep was a lot better, no longer suffering with like sleep apnea and that kind of stuff. So I don't think we realise the implication of excess weight
100%.
and the impact that has on our bodies, both with obviously injuries and also potential health complications, obviously 100%. Down the line. So I mean, that was a fantastic
55
journey.
Kilos Neil had lost.
Phenomenal.
Transform his lifestyle, his physique. It's unbelievable. It's like a lot of people are attracted to us. Like, I think Steve's going to attach a link that you can look at some of our transformations. But when people come on board, they're very focused on that aspect of it. And I know that that's going to be very rewarding for them people, but what they don't realise at the time is all the other areas, all the other benefits, like being more energetic, being more confident, being more productive, being more present, being able to run around and play football with the kids for an hour straight, because that's what they want to do at that time. They're all the like byproducts that come alongside the transformation process, and they're what in time the clients realise is the most important thing. Like the physique, great, but it's all the other benefits that are actually the most rewarding and probably more important and more impactful, if you will, on somebody's lifestyle and
they
life.
Might not see it at the start.
They don't see it at the start.
Nice. Good. Thanks for your time, Johnny. Really appreciate that. So what we'll do is we'll share some of your transformations. I'll also share your contact details below. And then obviously, if anybody wants to reach out, if anybody has any questions, these guys are super approachable. They're always helping us out with questions and queries. So by all means, reach out to any of the coaches from the SF Online team.
We're always happy to help. It's not even if you're not looking for coaching or you're not looking to become part of the team, we're on hand to help. At any time, you just drop us an inbox and we can send out free resources, guides, or just answer questions there and then for you.
Thanks, Jay. Appreciate it.